So guys, a few days ago I posted a video which covered the essential utility that you need to know in Mirage, and we're actually going to make this a series. And next up we've got Inferno, where we're going to look at the 10 nades or pieces of util that you absolutely need to know, specifically on T side for Inferno. We are going to dive right into this, so make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And just to mention, I've got a giveaway running for a few days. The giveaway is going to be for 2 unique codes to get access to the team tier on REFRAG, which is what we use to record all the content around improving on CSGO and their utility. All you need to do to enter is leave a comment down below on this video. It can be whatever. Comment down below and subscribe to the channel. I'll pick the winners in a few days and you'll get a message to let you know that you've won. Now, the first flash I'm going to show you is an absolute essential that everyone needs to know, and it's the window flash for Banana. So all you want to do is come onto this bit of railing here, and you're going to aim at the corner of this window. You're going to get your flash out. You're going to jump through, and you'll see it's going to pop here, and it's going to blind anyone that's swinging Halfwall to challenge Banana. But that'll flash Halfwall for you, so whoever's going up Banana with this Molly, you're going to flash for them, which means they can aggress up, and anyone that tries to swing them will get fully blind, and it doesn't catch your Banana player. I'm not counting it in the list of 10 nades, but also the Molly we've just shown you should throw it every time. You're going to come to Banana, you're going to throw that at a car. You want to make sure that it's actually mollying the back of car though, like this one has, so that you're not going to get a one-way molly for people to stand in and peek through. Piece of util number 2 is going to be the Halfwall Flash. So this is for, you've already thrown the molly up, someone's got top Banana, you maybe throw in the window flash, and a flash has been dropped for you on T-ramp. They're on Halfwall, ready to aggress through, and what you're going to do is come to this pipe, stand on level with it, and you can aim in this area where that dot is, and it's just a normal throw. Go like this. That'll pop over Halfwall, doesn't make any noise, and then that allows the player that is Halfwall to swing off it and maybe get a kill or two, or just definitely make sure the top Banana is clear. Next up, we're going to be looking at the execute smokes for B site. So the first one is going to be for CT, where you just want to come onto these logs here, and you just walk all the way up as far as you can, get tucked into the corner, and then you're going to aim, basically, go to this tree and then go up to the aerial. Easy way I can describe it, this is where you're going to aim, and it's just going to be a normal throw. And you'll see how it bounces here, and then that lands and will smoke CT fully with no gaps. The second smoke for this execute is going to be the Coffins Smoke, so you want to again be in the same position so you can film them both from the same point. The best guide to use is to aim at this bit of the pole and then line up with this bit and go a bit higher. So for example, you'd aim where my crosshair is now, that's kind of in the middle of both, and then just go a little bit higher than that, and it's going to be a normal throw, no jump throws or anything like that, normal throw, and you'll see where it's going to bounce and land for Coffins. Next up, we have the Newbox Molly, which I think is an essential one, and for this, all you have to do is come and tuck into this bit of barrels here. You want to come to this post and go 2 across. So this is the starting point, that'll be 1, this is 2, aim there, and then you're going to jump through. This will bounce down, and this will catch on the Newbox. And it mollies the entire area, it mollies in front and behind, so you can be able to flush that person out. So maybe you've thrown, for example, you'll throw in the CT smoke, you'll throw in the Coffin Smoke. Okay, you can now molly out Newbox. You can have someone throw a sight flash, which isn't in this list, but sight flash basically anything like the vicinity here. Try and catch them. You can just pop it as well if you want to try and catch multiple things. But those sound cool, give it away. Any flash like that, use all that util, have this person mollied out, and then you can take that fight if they push there. Maybe they run out that way, and then you can just scale up on the site pretty easily. Only exception would be if someone was playing dark. Alright, that's going to end things for the B site, and we're going to go over to A. So the first smoke is going to be the long smoke, which I've actually shown a couple of times on my TikTok, which is linked down below if you want to see it. But all you want to do is come and tuck into this bench. You're going to look at the corner here, this white text, and you're going to run through and then jump once you've reached this part with your crosshair. So for example, you're going to pop your nade, you're going to run forward and then jump through, and then it's going to land for long, like so. It lands nicely, no gaps, it lands deep enough that they're not going to play a weird angle here in the corner, and then you can take short. With part of taking short, then what you want to do next is going to call it the short stroke balcony molly. So 2 ways of doing this. You can either have someone throw this smoke and then someone separately throw this molly. Alternatively, you can just have the person that throws the smoke then come and throw this molly. You want to line up with this wall, pretty much bang on like so. And then for me, I like to aim here where this curve meets the bottom of the window, and then it's going to be a jump through. And it mollies like that, which is lovely. It gets deep in behind, so when anyone's playing tucked, it'll catch them. And then it's going to flush them either to play deep behind the balcony, or behind the pillar, sorry, or they're going to have to move to the left-hand side. Now, you might not always want to smoke long. Sometimes you might want to smoke short, which in this case, you're going to come to this door in sort of second middle area here. Make sure you're lined up at the middle of it. And you're going to see this window, and you're going to aim just slightly above it in this area here. And you're going to do a normal throw, and this is going to bounce and land here perfectly for short. So say, for example, you wanted to actually go long. Maybe it's the pistol play, a force round play. Just smoke off short completely, and then take long, take the fight on long, but no, we only have one person. What you will need to check is that if someone has been boosted onto balcony on short, they will be able to see over the smoke. So just make sure that someone on the push is aware of that in case you start getting sprayed down by a silence down for, and you have no idea where you're getting shot from. So you've thrown this util to take the space. Maybe you've done some other util you know, but you've got yourself on the short, okay? And you're aware that someone might be balcony. You might have someone playing pit area. If you can get into this corner, now obviously you may have to be aware that there's a fight here, but you can get into this corner without being seen by anyone in pit. So if you know balcony is clear, what you can do while in this corner is you can look in the middle of where these beams meet. So I've shot the sort of rough area there so you can see it. And what you're going to do is a jump throw from this position. And this is going to smoke Moto. It's going to bounce all the way down. But that there means then whenever you're pushing, obviously you can take the fights on the pit, you can make sure someone's apps and clear balcony, but then you don't have to worry about long. Okay, maybe they go very, very aggressive and they try to push through the smoke, but you can just take it procedurally. You're going to make sure bulk's clear, make sure pit's clear, make sure no one's going to swing graveyard, then you can take sight. And you don't have to worry about the person that maybe had an op on long because they're going to be smoked off. And again, an extra little bit of util here is that you can throw a flash. So maybe, for example, you want the flash to land on balcony here, so that you can pop flash sight. You aim basically between where these trees meet. Aim where those trees meet. It's going to tap balcony. What I want to show you guys is the Lurk Smoke. Which for this, you basically want to come in and make sure you can line up with this part of the door. You can see a slight pattern there. Basically, you're lined up in the middle of this door where the pattern is. And you're going to aim in this area and you're going to do a normal throw. And this smoke will land on top of the hay bales area. And it'll allow you to aggress out. So you don't have to worry about getting shot from sight. You can actually walk out here and take this fight balcony. You can then aggress through it and take this fight pit. And then continue further. And they're not going to see you here. So it gives you that potential to just push through the whole way. But this can be a good smoke to throw if you now want to pair it with this flash whilst your teammates are doing utility from short. Because that way you're going to be able to take this fight balcony, aggress out, take some attention away from the guys that are going to be pushing short. And that's going to be the 10 essential bits of util that you need for Inferno. Now, I know if you're a face at level 10 on like 4K, you probably watch this and be like, I knew every single one of those nades. This is tailored more so to, I'm going to say, new to intermediate players. There's some players out there that are pushing level 10 that have insane aim, but don't know util. So for me, this is like the 10 bits of util that if you don't know anything or you know very little, make sure you learn these 10 bits. And that way you'll be well equipped that if you're playing solo queue, if you're playing with a team, if you're playing with a mix, you'll be able to use some utility to take space and maps and eventually win rounds from it. If there's any specific map you want to see next, please let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I'll just go through and sort of the list that I think is going to be best. But if there is a preference, say for example, you guys want to see a Newbox or you want to see Vertigo next, or maybe a Nuke, just let me know down below. We'll go off that. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.